In today's video we're going to be diving back into more of the first Berserker Khazan, and this time I'm going to go over everything you need to know about bonus training. This is a feature I think a lot of people will completely skip and not even realise is in the game, but ultimately it's something you want to do probably quite early on, or at least know about. By going over to your main menu on controllers by hitting start, you're going to have all of your standard things you've probably looked at a million times, such as your gear, your inventory and your skill tree. But one thing I never even touched upon, I didn't even think about, was the Throner's Codex just down here. I thought that this was going to be some kind of an actual standard codex telling you about the enemies, maybe how to defeat them, a few little hints and tips, and most times I generally don't tend to look at things like this in games unless I'm kind of struggling at a certain part. However, this is absolutely nothing like that in the slightest. Instead, what it is, it's going to be a whole bunch of additional challenges that can reward you with some absolutely great loot. You can look through these, work out which ones you want to undertake. Every single one of them is going to be different, and by tackling and defeating certain enemies in certain ways, or by performing exactly what it's asking you to, you can get yourself a whole bunch of new loot. And no doubt in my mind, if this is the first time you're actually looking at this, you've probably got something in ready to claim already. If however you haven't progressed far enough into the game in order to tackle some of the enemies, it's going to come up with question marks, but for the rest of them you can undertake these at any times and earn yourself some really nice rewards, such as this one right here I've already unlocked, where I'm able to grab the lightning enhancer scroll. If however I want to set out on a new one, doing a bit of bonus training that way, so for example I'm going over to the Dragon King section, I'm looking for a lunatic destroyer. For this one it's going to be a kind of subquest that wants me to actually brink guard it 30 times before defeating the enemy. If I do though, it's going to reward me with the Forgotten Warrior scroll. So we're going to jump in, find one of these in a map, then tackle it, probably get hit in the face quite a few times before I actually learn its pattern. But then after we've got it down, and obviously time skipped because you didn't want a minute's worth of footage of this, I've done well over 30 brink guards, made sure that I'm going to get the challenge completed, and then I'm going to take him out. Just up the top right you'll see that it's worked out perfectly. We've got the bonus training done, which in turn means we can now go back over to the Throner's Codex and claim our reward. If I head back over to the blacksmith, you can see now we can go through our wares. And we've got some additional ones because we've done this training. The first one I can now create is going to be your lightning enhancers because we actually got the lightning scroll, and the second one is going to be the Forgotten Warrior set. Honestly, this is absolutely amazing for getting some really good gear, especially when you're later on in the game, because all of those new challenges will be unlocked and you're going to have some great loot to grab. But it's definitely something you want to know about early because it can really help you to round out your kit and have a lot more to purchase from the blacksmith or just obtain in general. But yeah, hopefully this helped a few of you guys and girls out. I am having an absolute blast with this game, so expect a lot more content away from me. As always, for all things gaming, take care. I'll see you on next day.